Hey there, TAURINI. This is a reading for the cusp of Taurus and Gemini. So if your birthday is between May 18th to May 23rd, this reading should resonate with you, okay? I know there's not a lot of people out there that do cusp readings, so it's a new thing that I started last weekend. So if you know anyone with the birthdays between April 18th to April 23rd, that's Aurus, A-U-R-U-S, that's Aries and Taurus cusp. You can go check out that video. It should resonate with someone out there, okay? But this is going to be for TAURINI, okay? May 18th to May 23rd. TAURINI, just keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, okay? So take the parts that resonate, leave the rest for someone else. Also keep in mind, TAURINI, that this reading is timeless, okay? So it doesn't matter when this reading comes across your energy. Whenever it does come across your energy is whenever it is meant for you, okay? Let's jump right in here, TAURINI. I do have a couple of TAURINIs in my energy, okay? You guys are always awesome. Taurus, Gemini, really grounded in your beliefs and also can pretty much adapt to anything with your Gemini air, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Give me one more 4 for TAURINI today. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, in the past we have the Judgment card, okay? In the present we have the 3 of Pentacles, and in the future we have the World card, okay? So it seems here in the past that you are either making a judgment call on someone or someone is making a judgment call on you, okay? Could be something about your energy. You got the 3 of Pentacles here, so it could be about your work ethic, something like this, but let's just go ahead and read it in the past first. For those of y'all that don't know TAURINI, I do use a book by Dusty White called The Easiest Way to Learn the Tarot Ever. I use this as a quick reference guide. Just keep in mind here, TAURINI, that it is my energy that pulls these cards. So if I pull these cards, they are meant for you, but I do use this quick reference guide as an easy way to get an accurate description of the cards that I pull. I am still learning the cards, even though most of them I do know at this point. Okay, I just like to read it for you guys, so that way you guys can see the bigger picture and in case there's anything that I am leaving out, okay? Because, I mean, I'm sitting here like, oh, there's a judgment call that was made. Oh, that could mean anything, you know what I'm saying? I mean, any judgment call, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what it is. All right, if you look here in the card, you'll see the gray people at the bottom. All right, I like to note that about the judgment card before I read it because it starts out with saying zombies, and that just usually will sway anyone's attention away from this, especially if they are traditionalists. Okay, so let's see. Zombies. Well, they look like zombies to us. Gray skin, rising from the dead. This card indicates, as noted above, the ending of something, but not necessarily the beginning of something else. It is both a progress report and a respite from action, a pause, if you will. In the most simple cases, it does indicate lawsuits or judgments in lawsuits, report cards, school graduations, breaking up after a loud shouting match. It simply represents the end of something and a marker stone placed in the Akashic records that says, this happened and as a result, ... Now it is time for something else, but what that will be is left up to you and that old devil circumstance. So let's see what it is. 2, 3, 4. Let's clarify this judgment card for TAURINI in the past. All right, so death, we have the death card, we have the Knight of Cups, and we also have the Empress, okay? So wow, a lot of major arcana here in the past, so big changes happening for you here in the past. Death represents change, so it could be something that you are changing from, change of occupation, change of a mindset, way of thinking, a change of living, different place, something like this. Okay, but let me clarify it for you really quick, TAURINI. Death, but not usually. All right. Let me just jump to it. Death means change, big change, but where? Life, divorce, job? Is this part of a move? Death comes along and shakes things up, much like the Tower, but death is intimately personal, whereas the Tower is impersonal and external. When you see this card, find out what changes your client is going through internally and help them with that. So it seems like you are doing something here in the past, making a judgment call on a situation and deciding to change something about what you have going on here in your life, TAURINI, okay? And you're doing it with like a sense of like it's a personal thing. You're like, okay, this is like, maybe not personal, like, oh, this is personal. No, it's more like, this is like, okay, this is something that I decided, this is probably going to be the best way to do this. I think that this is something we should do, okay? You also have the Knight of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign, which is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, something like this. But it doesn't have to be a water sign, but you do have the Knight of Cups right here. It's just that cups represent water. So let me read it for you really quick, okay? It says, unstoppable force, young alpha male, active, decisive, even overbearing sometimes, fearless, natural born leader, or one thrust into it by circumstance. Either way though, things will happen his way. This also shows a man who is quick to act and often just as quick to leave as well. Even so, this person will almost always have a certain charisma that draws others to him like flies to honey. As a character or personality trait, this card reveals extreme courage in the face of danger or the act of violently forcing others to conform to one's personal beliefs. This can be either verbal or physical, also rushing heedlessly into action or rescue from peril, all right? So you guys may have made a judgment call based on someone that is like this, okay? Or made a judgment call in order to change something about someone's situation who is like this or something like that. That is a storyline that is being presented to me. That's why I am stating that, okay? Now, we have the Empress card. So you could be pregnant, or you're pregnant with a new idea, or something like pregnant with a new idea, you know what I'm saying? So you are having some kind of idea that you are trying to birth out into reality here, or you or someone in your energy is actually pregnant, like with a kid, okay? Also indicative of mothers if associated with supporting minor arcana cards. So it says, see this as a concept of the energy and actuality of motherhood rather than any one person in all but rare cases. Identify the person by finding expecting cards or by opening this card up. As a verb, this card indicates applied compassion, caring, the act of nurturing, and caretaking. This could just as easily be nursing along a new business venture, like I said, okay, it could be starting a whole new business or a new business idea with great care and love, as it could be the act of taking in a stray. The emphasis here is the sincere care and attention given by the person behind these kind acts. As a quality in a person, it speaks most highly that rare quality of genuine compassion, consideration, grace, beauty, inner and most likely outer to some extent as well. As a situation, it indicates a happy home life, a time of more than peace. Think more Renaissance, where arts and luxuries abound as repression ends. Creativity, free thought, and the free expression of that thought are allowed to blossom. In every way, this is truly a happy card. It is not a beginning, except in the case of a pregnancy, nor an ending. It is a state of being or a state of affairs for a time, and those times are ripe with food, friends, emotional, and physical security. One second, guys. Yep, okay. That's going to be the end of the past portion here for you, all right? In the present, we have the Three of Pentacles, which means someone is looking at the work that you do. You have a quality set of work, okay? The way that you do things is very, it's a very professional stance. Like, you may not be a professional at it yet, but you do it in a professional stance, which means like you take pride in the work that you do, okay? This is the card of the Master, whether that is a master artist, swordsman, magnus, stonecutter, or any other occupation. This card shows great skill and achievement. Compare this to the Eight of Coins. This is also in the present here, Taurini. So this could be what you were seeing presently in your energy and what is going on. Compare this to the Eight of Coins, which shows us the Apprentice. This may indicate the master himself, his masterpiece work, his studio, or even a visit from clients. Similarly, it can represent artistic criticism or a critique of one's work, an employee evaluation, quality assessment, even a promotion or a raise. All of these possibilities are positive in nature. So it's like someone might be critiquing your work in a way, like kind of like, oh, look how this person does this thing, okay? But it's in a positive light. It's like, they're like, wow, look at how this person does it, which is like, boom, compared to how this person does it, which is like, So you got some people in your energy that just aren't as good as you at what you do. You're doing something great over here, okay? Taurini, keep that in the back of your mind. Even a promotion or a raise. All of these possibilities are positive in nature. Look to the surrounding cards and the nature of the question to determine exactly what is at play here. This card can occasionally indicate unexpected assistance once you have earned your sweat equity. You have made your bandwagon and people want to jump on it, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. So it's like, now people want to work with you. They're like, damn, look at Taurini over there being a badass, doing that thing other people can't do. Not like they doing it over there, Taurini over there doing it, and they just doing it like it's the easiest thing in the world, okay? You're doing it like it just comes to you naturally. Like, you can do this in your sleep, okay? Now you got people like, I want to go work with them. Like, I want to work with that guy or that girl. I want to work with that person over there, okay? All right, we got the Ten of Wands. which means be careful what you ask for, because you're going to get what you want, okay? And then after you get it, it may not be exactly what you were looking for, okay? So be careful, Taurini, just be careful what you're asking for here. Just be specific. That's what I always try to say with this card. Be more specific with what you're asking for. Be like, I want this, but then be like, okay, like I want 1,000 acres of land, right? But I want to not have to take care of all those thousands acres by myself, because that would be very challenging for me, okay? Always keep that in the back of your mind. Be specific with what you ask for here, okay? Because you're going to get it. It's coming in, all right? Just be specific. Be real specific. That's one thing they keep telling me to do. Be specific. Be specific. Okay? Be careful what you wish for. This powerful card reminds us, as does the Ten of Swords, that at the end of the day, all we have said and done catches up with us. The luxuries we crave are our burdens in turn. This man has lots of sticks. See, I'll show you the card really quick. This man has lots of sticks, but he has to carry them to his destination or lose them. Success has a price, and you may have to bear it once you get everything you desire. Fame, power, and wealth are seldom what we thought they would be when we first started along our path. Know exactly what you want before you invest a lifetime pursuing it, so that when you get it, you are still happy to carry the load. This card shows heavy labor or emotional burdens one chooses or is forced to carry for a time. So you may be going through some type of emotional burden, or what was the other thing? Heavy labor, or you might be having to work a whole lot. And this is what I'm getting, because this is representing a Three of Pentacles, which represents you doing your job very well. So you might be having to work very hard, or you're like feeling forced, like you have to work really hard for a little while. But maybe just keep persisting, keep doing what you're doing, and be specific with what you want here, and things will work out in your favor. Now let's look at this Three of Wands, okay? And you could definitely have a fire sign in your energy here, because we have three, literally. And Taurini is Gemini and Taurus cusp. So you already have Earth in your chart. The Three of Pentacles represent Earth, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So you here most definitely could be dealing with a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. Just wanted to throw that out there, okay? This is an extremely fortunate card to draw, although it can be frustrating, because as you look closely at the boats in the bay, they are sailing away, indicating the successful launch of a venture rather than the return profits of one. This card tells us that things go well, keep going. This card often appears when we are frustrated by a lack of obvious results and we need encouragement to persist. Other forces are at work, and we must also apply our efforts intelligently while we are waiting for our results. So, Taurini, it seems here that you had an idea, right? You brought it to fruition. You like saw it out here in the with the Peruvian eye, right? You imagined this idea. You brought it down to earth by working on the things that you need to do to work on it and move forward, okay? But now you're like sitting here and you're impatient. You're like waiting on the money, or like if it is a new business idea, you're like waiting on the money to come in, but it's just taking a long time here, or taking longer than you thought. And because of this, you're having some kind of altercation or dispute with the people in your energy here, because we have the Five of Wands, okay? Five of Wands represents everybody's ideas coming together, but they're not exactly on the same page, or not the same like aspect or outlook, okay? So it's like, this is what happens when these ideas come together. They clash a little bit, okay? Because they're not on the same page, or they're not on the same exact idea path here. It says, look closely at the players in this card. One man guards against another who makes a proclamation. Well, I'll show you. Look closely at this card, okay? While another looks up in worry, the central character wonders of the quality of his staff and his destiny with it, while the last holds his staff high in defiance so as not to be left out of the fun. Everyone has their own idea of how things should be done, and this is what happens when those ideas come into contact with each other. This card represents a madhouse, a situation that is devolving into a circus. Egos flare, and while some work to find harmony, others prance and dance to their own tunes. Step lightly or run at this time, let cooler heads prevail. So just basically what I'm getting here mainly is just like, try to be a little patient, because you have those ships that have been sent out, okay? You are waiting on the return profits. Excuse me, guys, sorry. Oh my God. You are waiting on the return profits, okay? And they are going to be coming back to you, but at the same time here, be patient, all right? If you're having some kind of arguments with people about how things should be done, just try to do some breath work. Breathe in, breathe out, okay? Breathe in for 3, breathe out for 6, hold before and after each one of those, okay? And everything's going to work out for you, because what do you have in the future here? The World card, okay? Very happy card, very awesome card. Like where's it at? Yeah, Three of Wands, put your stuff out there. All right, you're waiting on the venture to come back, okay? And now as soon as this comes back, as soon as you take your time, be like, okay, everything's going to work out, everything's going to be fine, then you're going to have the World card, which is happiness, all right? Like just straight up happiness. Now, I will read it for you. I will read it for you before I clarify, but give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. The world. I think that's closer to the end, actually. Da, 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 da. All right, that's actually the last card, yeah. This is a very happy card on the physical level. At its most basic, it represents the pampered and the idle rich, those wonderfully happy people born into generational wealth. See 10 of coins, who have nothing better or worse to do than play all day and wonder how they will play all night as well. It truly is the world at your feet. The key to this card is that it is evolution on so many levels of meaning that it can easily apply to any situation. It is extremely ambiguous and all but demands clarification by accompanying minor arcana cards to give it focus. This is another completion card, but as noted, it is a card of evolution from one state to another. The alchemical correspondence is that of transmuting lead into gold. The base chemical composition is almost identical, but the elemental change is eclipsed by the perceived value change. In the same way, you stay who you are, but become something much more valuable through this card. This is the ultimate happily ever after card compared to the 10 of Cups. So yeah, you're going to be living happily ever after here in the future, okay? Taurini is going to be looking good for you. Really, really good, okay? Only thing you have to do is stay patient, stay positive, and keep moving forward. Clarify. We have the Queen of Cups, okay? We have the 8 of Swords, okay? And the Strength card, okay? Now, this is showing me that this is why that you have the 10 of Wands right here in the present, okay? Because something in your energy, you're going to have to clarify a little bit better. And if you don't, the reason that it's telling you to is because you have this 9 of Swords, okay? This is self-imposed restriction, okay? This is like you feeling stuck in a situation, could be with this Queen of Cups, and you're going to be, and it's like basically telling you that you need to be patient with this, whatever this is, okay? Because if not, you're going to feel like something's going to happen. It's not going to be good, okay? This is looking good. It's looking very good. You just need to stay positive and keep moving forward, first of all. Sorry, guys, my doggy. All right, Queen of Cups first. This is the card of an emotionally sensitive woman, usually gifted either with some level of psychic abilities or a strong creative talent, artistic, musical, or design. Her primary traits are her imagination, sensitivity to the needs and desires of others, her caring nature, and love of animals or nature. And this very well could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. This is just what it is representing. It is representing a woman like this, and it could be a man like this. Take it as it resonates, flip the roles, okay? Now, 8 of Swords. Boom. Here comes the boom. All right, this card obviously illustrates being trapped in a situation, incarceration, feeling emotionally closed off, creatively stifled, being held hostage by unseen forces, most often a mediocre job, few viable options for betterment, trapped in a bad marriage, etc. But the thinly veiled underlying message behind this card is that all of these possibilities are merely the totality of a wall of stone that surrounds you at this time. To effect your escape from this imprisonment, certain stones must be removed. To take down a wall quickly and easily, only a few select stones need to be removed for the weight of the wall to collapse in on itself. You don't have to take each and every stone down by hand. This card is a wake-up call to selectively remove things from your life that are collectively causing greater harm than they could individually, okay? So something here is making you feel trapped, like in a situation. Could be a person, this Queen of Wands that you're dealing with, but what it's asking you to do here is just be patient, okay? Because something that you can't, there is something always that you can do in your situation in order to stop feeling this level of entrapment here, okay? Strength card. Strength card. Strength card. Strength card. Strength card. There we go. Perseverance is called for. This doesn't mean wait. It means use a gentle hand, one with an iron grip if you have to have one handy. You don't snap a lion's jaw shut. You keep applying pressure like any other cat. You keep applying pressure until, like any other cat, he gets tired of fighting you and tries it your way for a moment. The trick is not closing a cat's mouth. It is keeping the cat from squirming and clawing you to shreds while you are doing this. And that is what the Strength card is all about. Take your time. Stay with this. Do not give up. Not now. Not ever. Surrender is defeat. When you see this card, it is a warning, an omen, a command, a patient application of inner strength. But always remember that strength does not mean stupidity. If you are in a bad relationship and the Strength card shows up in a card position of advice, this card is not telling you to grin and bear it. It is telling you to draw on your inner strength. Draw from the source, from friends, from your deity, from your inner desires, etc. And take whatever actions that are indicated by the other cards. Do so from a position of strength, even if that means running away. Sometimes it takes more courage to leave than it does to stay in a bad situation. There is the devil you know versus the devil you don't, okay? If this card shows up as a character quality in a person, it is a good indicator that you can rely on that person. In a job, it lends itself to stability and tenure and the ability to make decisions with enough autonomy to be truly effective in that job rather than just another corporate placeholder in line. In almost every case, the current is the woman and not the lion, okay? So, most definitely asking you to be patient here. It's not asking you to grin and bear it, it's asking you to draw on your inner strength here, okay? Because whatever the situation is, you are going to make it through it and you are going to move forward, but you're just going to have to be patient here. Be patient, draw on your inner strength, okay? Now, let's get some clarification from Big Bubba Mac. Big Bubba, Spirit Guide, God, Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael, please show me the cards that I need to see for TAURINI today. Please show me the cards that I need to see for TAURINI today. All right, you could have flint, so something about a fire is specific, or you're trying to start a fire, or something about a fire is significant, or maybe someone's trying to fire you. It ain't gonna work, okay? We have sun on the top here, so you could have a sun, or you are a sun, or something about someone's sun is significant here, okay? We have guilt, someone's feeling guilty, okay, or you're feeling guilty, or someone's feeling guilty for what they did to you, or vice versa. We have shame, either you feel shameful of something, or someone in your energy feels shameful of doing something to you, or something like this is significant. We have queen, okay, so something about a queen is significant here. We have succulent, so you could own succulents, which is a type of plant. We also have dark, you could have a dark energy in your space here, or something about dark energy is significant. Either you have dark energy on you or someone has dark energy on them, okay? You might need to sage. You also have red jasper. This is red jasper right here, okay? You can use this as protection. Maybe you need to get some red jasper. This is going to be a surprise, okay? Surprise! Something's going to surprise you, or you're going to surprise someone. And sage, like I just said, you might need to cleanse your space because of this dark energy in your area, okay? Something about your third eye chakra is significant here. This is your Peruvian eye, okay? This is what you use to manifest. If you don't know that, something about your third eye chakra is significant. Maybe you need to open it up. You have snake plant. Snake plant is a representation of the mother-in-law's tongue. You could have a mother-in-law that is talking smack about you, or good about you, either way. But they're talking about you, okay? So keep that in the back of your mind here. All right, we have present, so you could be getting a present soon, or something about the present is significant, like right now. This is going to be very significant for you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have past, okay, something about your past is significant here. You might have some things from your past that are unsolved or unresolved that you need to heal from, okay? 1, 2. Listen to Big Bubba Mac, listen to what I'm saying. This is significant for you. All right, let's get one more 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, payment. You are waiting on a payment. Could be something from the past, okay? Something that you literally have been waiting on, okay? This is why past came out, okay? I already know that. This payment, you're waiting on this payment, this past payment to come in for you. It should be coming in for you soon. But these are the cards. We have Pisces. You could have Pisces somewhere in your chart, your natal chart, or you're dealing with a Pisces, okay? Or something about a Pisces is significant here. We have breath work, okay? You may need to do some breath work, like what I just did earlier, the breathe in for 3, breathe out for 6. That is breath work. You may need to do that if you're someone that has a hard time controlling your emotions. I am one of those people that have a hard time controlling my emotions. That's why I do breath work and meditate. And we have past again. Something about your past is significant here. Something that either you don't want to go back and revisit, or something that you've lived through that was very hard for you. You may need to go back and check this out, revisit it, and do some kind of work in order to move forward in your present life here, okay? Now, let's get a message from the Ancestor Oracle card. Ancestors, Spirit Guide, God, Angels, Archangel Michael. Let me see a card for TAURINI today, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Magician and conjuring, okay? Let me just read it. You could be a magician, you could be conjuring up something, or this is what you're trying to do in order to move forward in your life here. Something like this is significant. But let me read it for you. Magician. Ooh, da, da. Ooh, da, da, I said, ooh, da, da. Okay. There are abundant examples in popular culture of the magician ancestor, sometimes portrayed as a wizard or sorcerer, depending on whether he worked with the light or with the dark. Harry Potter, Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings, and the master magician Houdini all exemplify the characteristics of this ancestor. The trickster conjurer uses sleight of hand and misdirection to perform their physical magic. They skillfully create the illusion that there is true magic being performed, yet how they do so remains a mystery. To those who witness the tricks, another type of magician is one who sets a clear intention and then proceeds to collaborate with the larger field of consciousness in the co-creation and manifestation of that which has been set by intention. Sometimes the process is instantaneous and synchronistic. Other times, it requires a passage of time before it makes an appearance in third-dimensional reality. This is true magic where no illusion or trickery is involved. Okay, that's what the card means. This is what your ancestors would like you to hear through me drawing this card. They're saying, to tap into the magic of manifesting, you must begin with a clear intention and a strong belief. Lately, your intentions have either been absent or muddied and fragmented. This is no doubt due to considerable stress and the circumstances you find yourself embroiled in, which have left you feeling victimized and powerless. Under these conditions, it's easy to fall back into conditioned doubts and uncertainty about your capacity to manifest what you want. This leads to a lack of clarity and focus, not knowing what to ask for and what actions to take to achieve your goals and objectives. Yet, when you pause for a few moments, you will know you have the power available to make these choices. Slow down, close your eyes, take a few long, deep breaths. Again, breath work. Just do some breath work, baby. Slow down, close your eyes, take a few long, deep breaths, and ask your spirit guide what choice will truly serve and benefit the greater good. Listen with your heart and that still, small voice, and you will receive the answer and encouragement to make the right choice and set your intention accordingly. Then your actions can align with the will of spirit, and when they do, miracles occur. Okay? So, that's all you got to do, Taurini. That's all you got to do. That's right there. You've been looking for the answer? Boom. Right there it is. Okay? Set your intentions. Figure out what they are. Figure out where you want to go from here, okay? Move forward with that. Make sure that you are, what is it again? Being specific with what you ask for. Be specific, okay? Taurini, this is going to be the end of your reading today. I hope this message resonated with someone out here. If it did, hit that like button at the bottom. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment in the comment section. I do read all my comments, okay? Hope you guys are well and safe. Hope you guys are having a great day moving forward, okay? Keep your head up. Keep moving forward, guys. And as always, love yourself first.